Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel and welcome to a new day. So I am finally recording the food pantry hauls. So keep in mind, I went on Thursday. It's now Saturday and I'm recording it now. So this is the morning food pantry haul, and in this video you're going to get the morning food pantry haul and then you're going to get the Dollar Tree haul. And then in a separate video, you'll get the second food pantry haul with what I cooked for supper that night. So, alright, so let's get into it. This is what we got this week. So, we got 4 more of these fruit sticks. Alright, so I chose for us, for those of you that are newer and I haven't mentioned it in a while, I only go to 2 food pantries that we have available to us. We have a lot of food pantries available to us, but I only go to 2. And these are the 2 where we can pick our own food in each section. Basically types of food like pastas, canned goods, fruits, and things like that. So everything you see in our pantry hauls is something I chose for us that I know we're going to use. Alright, so I just wanted to make that clear for those of you that are newer and didn't know that. Alright, so let's go over this. So again, I chose for us a can of chicken broth, and these are things that we normally would want to stock up on or use. I guess it would be both because if we're stocking up on it, that means we use it. Got some whole kernel corn, and saw another can of these French style green beans for Glenn. He happened to like those. He tried them like a week ago, 2 weeks ago, and he liked them, so I've been getting some of those every time I see them. A can of pork and beans, and a can of mild chili beans. I use these when I make my style of chili. When I make chili, a lot of you already know, I make two types of chili. One Glenn's way and one my way. So when I get chili beans like this is for my chili. Alright, so those are some of the canned goods. We did get a can of Fancy Feast for the kiddies. I chose a bag of Knorr rice side. This is the cheddar broccoli. This is probably the one I like the most. So I eat that more than Glenn does. And there's a bag of chocolate rice crisps. We've never had anything like this, so thought we'd give it a try. And then for breakfast, about the only thing was cereal, and I chose this Christmas Crunch, Captain Crunch's Christmas Crunch, kind of like the Crunch Berries. This is obviously from Christmas time. Last time I chose a box like this, it wasn't bad, it wasn't stale or anything. So the last thing we received was this roast. Now it looks really brown, so you tell me, if you could tell me in the comments, is it brown because it's bad, or is it brown because it's been in the freezer for a long time? I normally don't choose brown meat like this, but it was pretty slim pickings. They didn't get a lot of meats delivered, so that's just the way it goes sometimes. Sometimes they have an abundance of meat, sometimes they don't. It's the same with all the other categories. Canned foods, pastas, cereals, you know, it's hit and miss. Depends on how much gets brought to them. So tell me what your thoughts are of this browned roast. So drop it down in the comments. Alright, so that is what we received at the morning food pantry. And like I said, it could be 1 week where you don't get a whole lot of stuff, and another week you might get tons of stuff. It depends on how much gets delivered to them, so it's no fault of their own. But But what you see here are the canned goods are everything we use, so it's good to have all of that stuff. And we got, you know, even though it might not look a lot, it's all stuff we're going to use. So, all right, so I'm going to put this away and I'm going to bring on the Dollar Tree haul. All right, everyone, here is the Dollar Tree haul. So I'm going to show you what I picked up and what I have in mind for it. With 4th of July coming up, I'm doing some 4th of July decorations. So, and don't forget, this Monday is Memorial Day. So please remember those fallen soldiers, sailors, airmen, and Marine, and Coast Guardmen, and National Guardsmen. Remember all those that have fallen, and remember their families. So, Memorial Day reminder is for our fallen servicemen and women. Veterans Day are for all Veterans Day, or all veterans. So please remember that. So Memorial Day is for the fallen. So keep them in mind and keep their families in mind. And thank them for their sacrifice. Alright, with that, let's get on to our Dollar Tree haul. And I think I got some good stuff here. Alright, I'm going to show you as I'm moving the camera. I'm using my phone right now because my other camera, I have the SD card in my tablet. So, alright, look at this. This is a sign, as you can see. Let me put the camera back a little bit. Alright, let me take measurement of this so you can kind of get a better idea how big these are. Okay, so I just measured these. These are hanging signs. I think this is beautiful. This is 24 inches long by 6 3/4 inches tall. So just to give you an idea of how big these signs. This is MDF. It's just, it's not real wood. So just so you know, but you probably already know that. It's from the Dollar Tree. So I thought, I was looking for MDF signs to use the back of them to make my own sign. When I saw this, I thought it was beautiful. So I'm going to hang this one up just as it is. So got that. And then, before I go to the other ones, I got this yard pick sign with the red, white, and blue truck with the flowers on back. And what I was looking for, I was late to the game. I should know better that Dollar Tree puts out the holiday decorations 2 or 3 months in advance. And here we are 1 month from the holiday and there was hardly anything. So I got, this was my slim pickings, but I'm going to take this truck off. I have a round wooden sign. It's blank. I'm going to paint it. And what I'm going to do, to give you an idea, paint it. Once I take this off, I'm going, on the back of it, I'm going to take some of those Jenga blocks and glue them to the back of this and glue it to the round wooden sign so it pops out like it's more 3D, not just laying flat on the sign. So I'm going to make a 4th of July sign and hang it on the door so you can see it as you come up to the house. Not that anybody comes up to the house, but when I'm outside, I would like to look at it as I come up to the house. So this whole thing I just wanted for the truck. The one I originally wanted was not available anymore. They sell those, they're kind of like almost, I don't know, maybe they are metal, but they're 3D and they come in like picket yard signs. I was going to break that off of there and use that, but I will take this as well. So that's what I got this for. So that's that. Alright, these signs, these are the same size as the other one. It says home where our story begins. I actually wanted some of these because I want to use the back side. I'm going to put either 2 or 3 of them together and paint the back side. make it look like more distressed wood or something, and make my own like home sign and hang it on the living room wall. So I have a bigger sign, a bigger, you know, hanging sign there. So that's my idea with these. I picked up 3 of them. They're all the same. So I will just like scrape these off, but I'll keep them because I can use them for other stuff too. So that's what I got these for. And we have plaster walls, so it's not like I can just hang heavy stuff on there. So everything I hang on there has got to be pretty light. That's why I went with these instead of heavy wood. Alright, I got 2 packs of these Sure Fresh. There's 5 containers in there with lids, and these are pretty small. They're like this. Well, there's my finger. That's how high they are. But what I want these for, some time ago I used to make Gypsy's FPs homemade, and then I stopped for a while and I was buying them, but it really would benefit us to just make them again. So I'm just going to go back to making her homemade FPs, because I will get a whole lot more out of making them than buying a pack of 4 for like almost $6. So when I make her homemade FPs, I get it from Walmart. It's the Greek yogurt, the plain flavored, and I put honey in there, peanut butter, and you can add bananas. So, and then I just mix it all up, pour them in here, and then freeze them. I do not fill them up. That's way too much. I just like go that much. So, and I use it for almost bribing her to let me cut her toenails, because she is a fighter when it comes to cutting toenails. So if you guys have any ideas that will calm the situation, so yeah, it's a struggle. So if you guys have a way to calm your animals for that toe trimming or that nail trimming, please drop it down in the comments. Glenn had an idea of me putting peanut butter on the side of my face so she can lick that off while I'm cutting her nails. I have yet to try it, but I might just give it a try. So that's what I got these for. Alright, other things. For 4th of July decorations, I got this pack of stars on a stick. I actually don't need the sticks, but I do want the stars, and they come with little ribbons on them. And I was looking for this exact pack with all 3 colors on them. So got that. And some 4th of July ribbons. There's 2 in a pack. And I got these are craft decals. This one says Blessed Family, which we are very blessed. The back side says Thankful, and we are very thankful. So I got that to put it on a crafting project. I got 3 little baskets. These wire baskets. Let me put the camera back some more again. Alright, so these are little wire baskets. They come in black and white. I got 3 of them. And again, measurements. They're 7.5 inches long and deep. So deep, they're 3 3/4 inches. What I had in mind for these is kind of like farmhouse style shelves or baskets. Let me bring one of the MDF boards back. On one of these boards, I paint the back. I know they're kind of bowed, but an idea would be like to put the baskets on there like that and stack 3 of them on there. I know you can't see right now, it's way too close, but when I do the craft you'll get a better idea. And again, I would do it on here because it's light, and I wouldn't be able to put anything heavy on there because I'd be using MDF. But I think I have some stuff. I would use it in the kitchen, but I have some light enough stuff I could put in there and hang it up. So just to give you an idea of what I got them for. Alright, got this two count terracotta pots. These are the smaller, these aren't the real tiny ones. There's 2 in a pack. Let me measure again. They're about, each one is 3.5 inches tall. So these are, I don't know if there's smaller ones than that, but these are not the real big ones. And I bought these for a DIY project. Not necessarily live flowers, but a DIY project for that. And I got these 2 things at the Dollar Tree. Now $1.25, I don't know how good they're going to work. But this one is serrated pruning shears, and this one's a needlepoint pruner. I got these because I have a lot of pine cones that I bought in the past years for DIYs that I never used. So what I was thinking is to cut the pine cones, like cut the top half of them off, and when you look at them and paint them, they almost look like what's the flower? Oh, zinnias. So once you prune off the top and you paint them, then they look like zinnias, exactly like zinnias. So that's what I want to do, and then put them on a, I don't know if it'll be wood or MDF, but I need these to prune them or cut them in half. So yeah, just my thought process. And I got this scraper for stuff I need to scrape off signs, like on the other sign. And then I picked up a bunch of tie wraps. So these 2 are the super long ones, and they're pretty thick. And what I use these for is in the backyard. I used to do this all the time every year for the birds, and I didn't do it last year. When I cut down big tree branches, we have some metal poles that are concreted into the ground in the backyard. I would tie wrap those big branches to that metal pole with a feeder in that area so that the birds have branches to perch on. So that's what I used to do, and it always worked out great because I got great video and pictures from that. So that's what I bought these for. And then I bought these are the 8-inch long tie wraps. Got a pack of those. Now our Dollar Tree doesn't always carry an abundance of tie wraps, so when I saw all of these different ones, I just picked up a pack of each one. These are the black 8-inch ones, and the reason I got different colors and different sizes because I also use them for crafting. A few years back, I took the wire shelves, the white wire shelves, baskets, and I made like stacking shelves out of them by tie wrapping them together. So I don't have it anymore, but I just kind of took it apart. This is a mixture of 4-inch, 5.9 inch. It says there's 100 pieces in there. So that's not bad for $1.25. There's an abundance of colors like the white ones, black ones, red ones, and gray ones. So some are obviously bigger than the others. Again, there's 2 sizes in there. But I use them for crafting. I use them for stuff outside. So I just got myself an abundance of them. Alright, so that is my Dollar Tree haul. it has been a while since I've been to the Dollar Tree. I think the last time I went was when I did the Dollar Tree Meal Challenge, and I haven't been back there since. So, alright, so that's going to do it for this video as well. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day to watch my videos. I appreciate all of you and the support you give my channel. And with that, remember to live life, be good to yourself, and be good to others. Until next time.